Hello everybody, I'm Mike from the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike, and I am back with another edition of Front Row, these music performance reactions, and I'm back in the wonderful world of one Elvis Presley, and I'm looking at another performance from a movie, this time the 1956 movie Love Me Tender, which I believe was Elvis's screen debut, so I'll be looking at the title track from that. I have reacted, I believe, to the studio version of this, but I thought it might be fun to have a look at the performance from the movie because I am going to, after this, watch the entire movie on a giant cinema screen that is in my garage right over there. So I'm very much looking forward to that, but I thought I would get in a quick review of the song performance before watching the movie in its entirety. So yeah, I'll get onto that in just a moment. Quick reminder that I do appreciate feedback. You can leave comments here on the YouTube channel. Very much appreciated, and likes and subscribes are also very gratefully accepted because that drives more people to the channel and that results in more conversation and with you, the learned Elvis Presley and music fan, and that's what this is all about, and is a wonderful motivator for doing more of these. I would also encourage you to check out the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike, the podcast that shares this feed where my wife Hannah and I go back and rewatch some of our favourite film and television franchises, in addition to the other assorted film, television, music and general pop culture goodness that cohabits here on this channel. Quick reminder that I do pause these videos, I do talk over them, that's just how I react to these things, so if it's not to your taste, it is what it is. However, I would strongly urge you to check out this performance in its entirety before I talk all over it. Also, very much appreciate PayPal donations for the channel, which you can do here. PayPal link should be on the YouTube page, but again, I would like to stress that please do not do so if it would cause you any financial hardship. Anyway, enough talk, let's watch a clip from this Elvis movie from 1956, Love Me Tender. Let's go.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so.
Okay, a couple of observations initially. He's so young. I mean, it's important, of course, to remember that Elvis was the catalyst for this incredible explosion of youth culture, this formative explosion of youth culture. And here he is, absolutely in the prime of his youth, looking like an incredible specimen. Also, I love how clearly Elvis plays chords on the guitar. As a guitarist, makes it really easy for me to see what he's doing and learn how to play that song myself, which I will probably do. Don't worry, I won't subject you to that. And also, I mean, I don't know what's happening in the film here, but it looks as though he's singing part of this to his mother. And of course, even as a novice, I know that Elvis's relationship with his mother was a central component of the mythology of Elvis Presley. He was very much admired and noted, I think, for the incredible close relationship he had with his mother. I mean, I believe he was a twinless twin. I believe he had a twin. I don't know if they were an identical twin, who passed in childbirth, I think. I could be wrong. And I do know that I think psychologically it's quite common for people who have experienced that to form extremely powerful codependent bonds with other people, including mothers, parents, siblings, lovers, and of course the effect that tragedy must have had on his mother as well. And although Love Me Tender is, I guess, a love song, there is a kind of familial sentimentality to Elvis, and I think that it's interesting that here, in his debut film, where they're getting him to sing, they're very much trading off his newfound fame at this point. And it's interesting to see really early on here the idea of dedication and emotional bonding to one's mother is really getting mined in this. And of course, Love Me Tender is it the greatest love song ever written? I think as performed by Elvis Presley, there's a strong case for that.
Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill.
What a song, what a voice.
For my darling,
what a presence.
I love you, and I always will.
So it's really interesting that we've had a verse to the mother and a verse to, I don't know, the love interest, presumably, in this film. So really, you know, here in this early performance of Elvis, you've got so much of his mythology. You know, you've got this classic song, you've got the incredible natural charisma that's present, the physical charisma that's present. You've got the dual love of the mother and the suitor that really seems to have divided Elvis. And in the same way that I think that his spirituality, but also his carnal desire and the eroticism that go with rock and roll were these dueling presences, these dominating, defining factors in his life and his psychology and his persona, as I see it. It's right here in this incredible early performance. And this must have been, for a lot of people, the first time they were really being exposed to Elvis Presley. And I mean, obviously you'd had the Ed Sullivan and things like that, but internationally, you know, films have a distribution reach that's very different to television and radio. It's right here, you know, it's incredible to see how fully formed Elvis was this early on, both musically and mythologically.
Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
It's a bit of a love triangle thing going on here.
Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours through all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
Wow, okay. That was really interesting. I mean, there's obviously some narrative stuff going on in there. There's, you know, there was a sadness in the scene, a bit of a sort of tragedy. So I'm guessing there's some emotional complexity in the film that's been explored in that scene. I guess I'll find out shortly when I watch it. But yeah, that was really tremendous. And again, the thing that really surprised me about that is how much of a cementing of the persona and mythology of Elvis is right there. You know, you do see that kind of duality of wholesome dedication to one's mother, but also the allure of women in the other romantic sense as well. And you can see how Elvis just pops on the screen as well. It must have been really, they probably couldn't have got him on screen quick enough. There are some people who just have that X factor or that charisma that almost makes their presence, their undeniable presences. That's how I would characterize Elvis after this, you know, year or whatever it is of watching his performances. Is he's an undeniable presence, and it feels like that it was inevitable that was going to manifest itself, and here it is on screen. Yeah, that was great. I'm really looking forward to watching the film. So quick reminder, do appreciate feedback. Leave comments here on the channel. Likes and subscribes, very much appreciated. Check out the other content on this channel, and also donations on PayPal, very much appreciated. Can't really get any revenue from advertising because I do play copyrighted material on this. So the only way of being able to support the channel financially is through PayPal. But again, I really must stress that please only do so if you can without causing yourself any financial hardship. You do not need to contribute in order to make requests for things we to cover. Just your support and your viewership is enough. But if you are able to contribute, that is very much welcome. But for now, I'm out of here and I'll be back really soon. Bye-bye.